Hello beautiful people, welcome back to another YouTube video with me. So I've been off my channel for so long. I'm so happy and excited to be here, and it makes me sad to say this sentence. Like every time I'm uploading, I'm like, it's been a while. No, you should have consistency. It means I didn't care enough for my channel. But anyway, it's alright. So I have a really exciting topic for today. We're going to talk about the most exciting, mysterious, unpredictable, cool movie I ever watched about like a serial killer. And it's a really cool movie. It's my favorite. I'm not even gonna say the name. You're gonna watch this. You're not gonna watch the movie. You're gonna watch this. This video belongs to those people who always comment under the Instagram reels that suggest movies, and they be like, please, someone spoil it for me. I'm too lazy to go watch the whole movie. I don't want to waste my time. This video for those people. I'm saving your precious time because I already watched the movie, okay? So that's it. This movie is a bit action, a bit mysterious, a bit about love, a bit like, you know, and when I explain it, okay, when I'm telling you the whole story, I'm gonna say past time, present time, past time, present time, so you don't mess things up, okay? This is the things you need to know before I start talking about it. And if I look a little bit tired, it's because I already recorded this video yesterday, but today I'm again recording it because I thought to myself, like, my English level is not that good. And when I recorded it for the first time, you could understand the whole thing, okay? I was not making y'all confused, but I thought like y'all deserve a better video, okay? Because I was feeling really good and excited when I was watching the movie. And I want y'all to feel the same when you listen to me saying the whole story to you. I don't want it to get boring for you or something. So I just decided to record it once again. And this time it's going to be perfect. And a perfectionist like me is gonna be satisfied by it. And if I'm satisfied, I promise you, y'all be satisfied too. Right, babies, we're about to get started. So go get yourself some snacks. Pause and go get your snacks. So this is how the movie starts. There is this very poor village, and all the people are hating on one family. And if all the people are hating on this family, there must be a reason, right? Yes. The father of this family is a criminal. The mother of this family has mental health problem, and everybody call her a psycho because she's always rude, loud, talking to herself, or she's just like making a fuss for no reason. So everybody are like, oh my God, this woman is crazy. And then the son of this family is always quiet and not socializing, doesn't talk to anyone at school. This is not like a troublemaking kid, and not a kid, he's 20, but like he is like, in people's eye, a weirdo, because they be like, oh, it's the son of this family and it's not socializing with anyone. There is something definitely wrong with him. And this family also have like a 16 years old daughter. Now, who's the main character? The 20-year-old guy, the son of this family, okay? So the parents keep fighting, and then they get divorced in the first episode. In the second episode, the police comes, he knocks the door, he's like, open up. The son opens the door. Let's call him Jay. Jay opens the door, and he's like, oh, okay, my dad is a criminal, so they're here to take him, and he will be free after a while, or they just want to question him. It's normal for him. But then the police says, your dad is actually a serial killer, and we're looking for him, okay? So if you try to hide him, you are involved. You're gonna be guilty too for hiding a serial killer. Is your dad home? Are you sure he's not here? Anyway, so the dad runs away, and that's what happens. And now the mom is gone. She got divorced. She left. The dad is in jail. So this guy, he's 20, and he can take care of his younger sister. He can take care of her. But then he calls his aunt as well, and he's like, hey, can you come take care of my sister a little bit? I should go work. And then like I take her too, you know. And the aunt be like, okay, I'll be there in a few days. And then what happens in the next episode is that it starts like this, that the guy, Jay, is hugging his younger sister, And he's like, everything is okay, don't be scared, you will be fine, auntie will be here to take care of you, don't cry. And they're both crying, they're both really terrified, and you don't know why they're acting like that. But then he'd be like, I'm gonna run away and everyone is gonna blame it on me, everyone is gonna blame it on me, don't worry. And then he leaves. And this is what happened in the past. Now we're going to the current time, okay, to the future. So now you see a guy with a happy family, with a loving wife. He has a wife and a daughter. And it took me a while to realize this happy guy is Jay. Because here is the twist. This guy comes from a very rich, wealthy family, and he has parents. So you be like, oh, if it's Jay, then like, isn't he from that village? What was that family? What is this family? So you get a bit confused, but it's the same guy, okay? So this guy has a wife, and his wife is a police. So this woman, let's call her M. M is a police. And she thinks her husband is the son of this rich family. And Jay, what does he do for a living? He has a triplex villa, and the first floor is his wood store. He makes wooden statues or tables or chairs or just some art with wood. That's what he does. And everybody be like, he is so nice, he's so kind, he's not that social, but he's like, you know, the man who loves art and is nice to his family. So that's how they're living. And the only thing M is sad about is that, oh, my husband's family doesn't really like me, they don't really hang out with us. Maybe it's because like I'm poor and their son chose me. Alright y'all, sorry, my mama was just taking some stuff from my house. So you can see M, she's sitting at the police station. As I told you earlier, she's a police, and she's drinking her coffee. And then one of her friends, who is another police guy, comes to her and he says like, guess what's happening? And she's like, what's happening? And he's like, a serial killer is back after so long, and we're gonna have to catch him. He used to do all his murders in a village. Now he came to our city, and he's having the same pattern, the same style of torturing the victims and killing them. We're pretty sure it's the same person. And it's really shocking, because most of the time, a serial killer don't just sit here and think like, I'm tired of my hobby. Instead of killing people, I'm gonna play golf now. They don't just stop killing people for so many years, for so long. You know, it's like they either die themselves or get arrested for another crime. That's why they're gone, you know. But then they'd be like, we don't know why he was gone, but he's back now and we're trying to find him. And she'd be like, oh, okay. And when she goes home, she talks to her husband, because she's really close to her husband. They have a very beautiful, good relationship. And they're sitting on a couch, they're watching a family show, and then she bring up this topic. And then he'll be like, oh, oh, never heard the name of that village. Oh, really? Things like that were happening? Oh, sad. Okay, do your research, love. All right. And after that, the rich fake dad of this guy calls Jay, and he'd be like, is everything going all right? And he'd be like, nope, not everything is going all right. My wife is like doing research about what happened back then in the village. And you know who she is searching for? She's searching for me. Why? Because let me tell you, let me have a flashback. Remember when I told you Jay was hugging his sister and he was like, I'm gonna run away, everyone is gonna blame it on me? It's because his sister accidentally killed a guy because that guy was trying to rape her. Can I say that word on YouTube? I don't know. So it was self-defense, but that girl accidentally kills that guy, and then they be like, okay, we accidentally, like you, the sister, you accidentally killed someone, but now we're gonna have to make it look like one of dad's, you know, victims. So they put some signs on that guy and tortured the dead body a little bit together. So they'd be like, oh, okay, we can be like, this is related to what dad used to do. So this is dad, this is not you, you know, and then I'm gonna run away. So if they figure out somebody else actually killed this guy, they will be suspicious of me, not you. And you, my sister, you can live a peaceful life and it's okay, stay with auntie. I'm gonna go run away. So now the wife of J.M., she is trying to find him, okay? Because he is the son of that murderer and he ran away after that specific guy got killed in the village. So he tell his fake dad like, oh my god, my wife, she's trying to find me now and she does not know it's me. And she's also trying to find my dad because he ran away as well. So everybody are searching for us. And the fake rich dad be like, oh, we have a big problem here. So I'm gonna come to your house with my wife and we're gonna come to your city because he lives in another city. The rich dad lives in another city. So we can be closer, so we can handle things and we can help you. And you think he's trying to accept this guy as his son for the sake of God and help it for the same sake of God? No. Here is what happened. So why this guy is having a rich family now? Where did this rich family come from? How did they, end up being together, each other's family? It's that this guy, Jay, after he runs from that village, he goes to work and sleep and live in a restaurant because he's poor, he doesn't have much money, he's young. He'd be like, okay, I work in this restaurant in another village, somewhere out of town near a village, and here I'm going to have my life. And one day he's just going back to the restaurant to sleep after a walk, and a car hits him. This expensive car hits Jay. Now, do you think the rich dad hits him? No. His son hits Jay. And the son just come out of the car and he be like, bro, don't joke. Come on, wake up. I know you're not dying, are you? And he laughs, but then he see blood and he's a bit drunk. He's a bit tipsy. And he be like, oh, I was drunk, I was driving, I hit someone and now he's dying right in front of my eyes. So this rich guy be like, okay, I put him in my car. And you think he's taking him to hospital? No, he's taking him home. To take care of him? No, to bury him alive, to dig a hole, a grave, and put Jay there. So that's what he does. He goes home, and he's young. He's like a 18-year-old guy who hits the 20-year-old Jay back then. So he takes Jay to his garden of his villa and he wants to just, dig a grave and put Jay there. Meanwhile, he's not dead. And since he's young, he's 18, his parents have like their villa next to his villa and they come visit him without telling him a lot of the time. So his mom, without telling him, goes there and sees him trying to do that to Jay, and she starts like panicking. She's like, what are you doing? Who's this guy? What are you doing? We should take him to hospital. And then this rich boy be like, Mom, I'm your only son. Do you want me to go to jail? It's obvious that this guy is dying, okay? So let's just get rid of him here. What if we take him to hospital and he dies? I was driving drunk, Mom, okay? So don't make a fuss. Let me do my thing. Go inside your own house and everything will be fine. But the mom is like, no. And she cries a little bit, but at the end she'd be like, okay, I don't want my son to go to jail. So she'd be like, okay, whatever, fuck it, I'm gonna leave. But then the son calls his mom, and he'd be like, Mom, you know what? It's raining and all my clothes are dirty now because I was here in the garden doing all these things. So can you please go take this thing from my bedroom? I don't know the English word, but he was asking for something that you can use to just break, for example, rocks. Because when you put the sand away and you're digging, there will be some really strong things, for example, like rocks, that you can't really just dig more, so you need to break them. So he'd be like, Mom, go to my bedroom, and in this specific shelf, you're gonna find what I'm asking for you to bring me. And she was like, okay, I bring it to you. And she was scared, she was mad. So she goes upstairs, she goes to her son's bedroom, and she can't find it in the shelf her son told her. So she'd be like, okay, maybe it's in another shelf, maybe it's in the closet, let's find it. And while she's looking for that specific thing, she finds guns, knives, and some torture tools. And she'd be like, hold on. Since when do my son have all these things? Why does my son have all these things? So she's shocked. She's like, why is an 18-year-old guy who's my son, who's my sweet little son, has all these things? These are scary. For what reason does he have all these things? Where did he buy these things from? So she does more search, and then she finds Humantis. And she's like, Humantis? My 18-year-old guy has Humantis in his bedroom? Is this serious? Like, what is this? So she starts shouting, she's panicking, she's scared to death. And the guy hears her mom and he runs in the house. He's like, why is my mom shouting like crazy? And the mom be like, what is this? Explain yourself. Hold on a second. Did you hit the guy with the car on purpose? Did you even hit him with a car? Are you a killer? Like, what is that? The guy you're trying to like get rid of in the garden. Did you do that on purpose to him? Like, what are these things in your room? Explain it. And he's like, Mom, stop. Oh, why did you even look at my closet? I told you the shelf. So they're fighting, they're shouting, and the mom is like, no, we should take that guy to hospital. I'm not letting you do this. Now she's changing her mind. And then the guy be like, no, Mom, we're not taking him to a hospital because I will get arrested and you know what will happen. And the mom be like, no, I don't care. I get you the best lawyers, of course, but I don't care. You should explain yourself. You need even mental help. You're crazy. So she's talking to her son. And then the son tries to like be like, Mom, you're so loud. It's so hard when I try to speak English. You're so loud and the neighbors might even hear you. So he tries to make the mom quiet, and the mom push her and they start beating each other a little bit. And then the mom gets scared and hits her son with the knife her son had in his room. After this woman hits her son with a knife, she called her husband and she like, listen, don't freak out. Come to our son's home. And I accidentally hit him with a knife. And the husband be like, what? Come again, what? What did you say? You did what? So I'm not going to tell you how they fix this whole situation now, because they don't like show you in this part of the movie. But the next thing that happens in Still the Pastime is that Jay wakes up after they got him a doctor in the house after like a few days of treatment, and he finds himself in a very luxury house, and he'd be like, how did I even get here? And he's like calling people, no one's responding, and he looks around, and then he'd be like, okay, let me steal some stuff, steal some money, and then leave. And meanwhile he's stealing, he see the dad of the family, the rich guy, pointing a gun to his face, and he'd be like, sit on that couch right there. And he'd be like, okay, don't shoot me. I give you all the money and all the things I was deciding to take with me. Just don't shoot me. I'm just gonna leave your house. I don't even know why I'm here. I did nothing wrong. Sorry, I'm gonna leave. But then he'd be like, no, sit on the couch and we need to talk. And when they sit on the couch, the dad be like, listen, my son hit you with a car and I'm sorry about it, but now my son is in a coma and you need to pretend that you are my son. And then Jay be like, your son hit me with a car and he's in a coma? Doesn't it make more sense if I'm the one who's in a coma? And then the dad be like, I'm not gonna explain you why my son is in a coma now, but I need you to pretend that you are my son. And then he'd be like, what would I pretend? Like, why would you need me to do that? And then he'd be like, my son used to study in USA. He came back recently and I was going to, take him to the company because my friend that I own the company with brought 2 of his sons and they are trying to like buy my part of the company and kick me out, and I needed my son, or like, so I need you to pretend you're my son and use my son's name. I'm gonna put some things on your name and ask you to do some stuff. So, you know, so I don't get broke, so that I'm stronger and they don't kick me out of the company. And they don't know who my son is, so you can just pretend that you are the son that came from America, because no one saw him yet. And then when my son wakes up from the coma, I'd be like, okay, everything is on his name because you're using his name, okay? And then I'd be like, oh, my son went to America again and shit. So this guy be like, okay. And the dad be like, so I know that you're the guy who was running away from the police. Now you have a new name. So this is like a win-win for you and a win-win for me. And then that's what happens. So now this man is trying to not be like someone who helps this guy who's like a criminal. And that's what's happening. And then the next thing is this woman, M, the wife of Jay, she is doing research. So she went to the village. She talked to one of the classmates that used to bully Jay because Jay was not that talkative. And she talks to him, and that guy is like, he had the eyes of a crazy person. He talks shit behind Jay. And then like after that, this guy is like an influencer in that village. So he'd be like, I'm an influencer, and this is about like my friend who had like a serial killer dad. He might be a serial killer now. So let me be in touch with this policewoman to get more information. So he tries to be the friend of M, the wife of Jay. Okay, so this guy be like, okay, let's meet. I have more information to give you. Meanwhile, he wanted to actually get information out of this woman and tell her some things that are not even important. And then this woman be like, oh, okay, okay, you can come to my house and we're gonna sit in our garden and talk. And meanwhile, they're talking in the garden. As I told you, the workplace of Jay is the first floor of his villa. So he's going to like go to the garden and rest a bit as well. And then he sees that guy who used to be his classmate. Okay. And then they both know each other. And then this guy who is actually an influencer, he's still a village guy and he's not that big. And he's trying to have this whole thing and information about it to get money. But then he'd be like, oh, wait a second. This guy, Jay, I don't know if he's a serial killer or a criminal, but he looks rich. He doesn't know anything about the rich parents and shit. And he'd be like, oh, he's rich. So instead of giving all this information out and being an influencer, let's just ask him for money. Let's just be like, okay, I can tell your wife who you are and you ruin your life. So give me money. And then he'd be like, we need to talk. And Jay be like, yeah, of course we need to talk. And he's like acting miserable. He's like, please, I give you anything, Leah, don't tell my wife. Come here, come to my workplace. He take him to the first floor, then attack him. And there is this basement under the first floor, which is his workplace. So Jay actually put that guy down there and torture him and doesn't give him any money. And then be like, tell his wife, like, we had a talk. Yeah, and the wife be like, what did you talk about? And he be like, nothing. He just wanted to like see the wooden art I have. And I just talked about that. And then he left. And the wife, after a few days, be like, this is really suspicious because after you guys talked, I heard nothing about this village guy and he's just gone. Like, we can't find him. And yeah, that's what happens. And then like, after that, she be like, okay, I need to do more research and kiss her husband and leave. And then she find the restaurant this guy Jay used to work at for a while. And there is the moment the wife be like, oh, I found some of the personal belongings of this person, and this person looks a lot like my husband. Like, even though this guy did his nose or like looks a bit different, like the hairstyle is different, but she could be like, why does this guy look like my husband a lot? And after a few days, this woman, M, finds out that one night, this guy, Jay, put something in her drink to make her fall asleep heavy. And he woke up at midnight and left the house. And she'd be like, oh, why did my husband do that? Why does my husband look like this guy? Why does this guy this village guy is just lost after meeting my husband. So she's figuring out some stuff. And then like she doesn't tell anything to her husband, but their relationship, the good relationship they had at the beginning, is cold now, because she's like, how dare you put something in my drink to make me fall asleep, and the same night you do that to me, you come back like with bruises in the morning, and then like another murder has happened. Meanwhile, the guy was just trying to get the serial killer, because he'd be like, it's definitely my father, and I'm trying to find him. I know some places in this city he used to go, and we used to go to these places with my dad when I was a kid, and we used to travel to this city. So at midnight, he was just trying to try to find some signs, because during the day he had to like deal with his kid or like his wife when she was home, or even do some things with the dad or the, you know, mother, the fake ones. So like that's it. That night he was thinking like, my dad is probably there like on this date. They used to celebrate something with his other criminal friends, so I'm gonna go find him. But the woman thinks, M thinks like he was killing someone. So she's really suspicious. And after that, police finds a place that this murderer used to torture his victims for the previous murders that has happened. The police find that place of the murder killing his victims, and they be like, okay, we found this place, so let's do some research here, because they used to find dead bodies in the road, but they knew like someone brought the dead bodies here. They didn't kill where they were found, and now they find the place that those people were killed. So this woman goes there and she sees like very terrible stuff there, and she be like, okay, I'm gonna take my husband there, and I'm gonna take my gun with myself to see how he reacts. Does he think like I found out he's a killer? Because she was not 100% sure that it's her husband who's a killer. So she'd be like, okay, I take my husband there. If my husband reacts or try to attack me, try to kill me, like show his true face to me, get mad at me because I know everything, I will know it's 100% him, and I will shoot her, and I will shoot him, I will arrest him. And she even tell 2 other police officers to be there, but not like as a mission. She'd be like, you are my friend and I need help with something, just be there in your free time at this hour, which I'm going to be there with my husband. And those 2 police be like, okay. So she tell the other polices to stay up there, but then she goes down to the basement of that place with her husband. And at first he is normal, then he gets a bit sad and he starts crying, and then he gets angry, and then he gets a few steps close to her, and then he closes his eyes and says like, I'm passing out, like put me out of here. At first she thinks her husband is trying to attack him, that's why he came a few steps close to her. But then she says like, no, he's feeling bad, like he can't even stand on his feet. And then she thinks to herself, she'd be like, my husband being such a great father, such a great husband, and like very calm, nice person, and now that he saw this like torture place, this crazy bad place, he can't even stand on his feet. It's like he's scared of something. So how can I think he's a serial killer? So he tells the other 2 police to leave. One of them leaves, one of them follow the car of M, and this police go to their home and be like, no, what happened? What was there? Why is your husband not okay? Do we need to take him to hospital? Are you okay? And she'd be like, leave, we talk later. I told you to leave. But then he'd be like, no, we need to talk now. You've been acting weird and stressed recently. What's wrong? You need to talk to me. I'm your best friend. And meanwhile, they're talking about all this. Guess who's running away? The village guy. I told you, Jay put the village guy in the basement under his workplace, and that guy comes up and he be like, oh my god, this guy, he's the serial killer, arrest him. Oh my god, like he's been like putting me down there in that basement. Oh my god, he stole me, he tried to kill me, he tortured me. And then what Jay does is that he puts a knife on his wife's neck, and he tells the police guy, who's the best friend of M, to put the village guy and himself in the basement. And then he closed the door, and then he whispered in M's ear that I'm not the serial killer, you are wrong, it's not me, I will prove it to you, please trust me and take care of these two idiots for like 1 week, just give me 1 week. And then after he leaves, M be like, no. She opened the door, let those two idiots out, and she be like telling the station to just look for the husband, look for Jay. So right now Jay in a bad situation because they finally know who he is. You know, the police know who he is. Not all the police, but at least a few of them. And then what's worse is that the real son of the rich family gets out of the coma all of a sudden. So now not only the police is looking for him, but also who is trying to kill him? His rich family, because they're like, okay, time to replace our real son with you. We don't have nothing to do with you anymore. So in this situation, Jay goes and finds his sister. His sister is a successful director now, and he starts talking to his sister and be like, oh my god, what are we supposed to do? Like, this is happening, and like, you know, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do at all. And then she be like, okay, I've been doing research about Dad and about you. I've been trying to find both of you. I even found you, even though I didn't contact you. I knew where you are. I knew you were doing good and living with a rich family. I didn't know the whole story, but I thought they're helping you. I didn't know all these things. And I also think you can find Dad. So she gives some information to Jay, and Jay do some more research himself, and he finds out that his dad is actually dead, and the new murders that are happening in his style is actually not him. So now he needs to find out who is doing all those things, and he finds like a band of bad people who are like selling humans or killing humans and shit like that, and he be like, I want to contact them. So he goes to them, and he be like, I'm the son of this person, and I already killed some people myself. He even used the man his sister killed as an example. He'd be like, I killed that person and then I ran away. I bet you heard the story. So now that my dad is dead, I want to do the same thing. I want to be a criminal. I want to work with you guys. So he does that to find out who is the person who was close to his dad and was doing all the murders with his dad in the past, and now is doing them solo with the same style. So he's trying to find that person, and he's trying to like blame the man that his sister killed on this guy as well, because like he already killed so many people. He'd be like, okay, add one more to it. My dad is dead, let's blame it on my dad and his friend. So that's what's happening. And then during this time, his wife M actually finds him, and they have a fight. They beat each other up, and then she starts crying and he starts crying, and then he'd be like, no, listen to me, I'm this much close. He tell the whole story to her wife now, and after she hears everything, she'd be like, okay, I'm gonna trust you one more time and I'm gonna help you. I didn't help you that time. I told the police about you, but now I'm going to help you. This is the whole thing. Now you explain it to me, I understand you, and I decide to help you. So the wife help him, and they find someone, and who's that someone? The coach of the gym of that rich guy. Okay, I told you the rich family have a son. That guy had a coach, and the coach was the friend of the dad of Jay. Okay. Oh, this is so complicated. I hope y'all not lost. So that's why that guy had like human teeth and torture tools, because he found out one day that his coach and Jay's dad are killing people, and he'd be like, oh, I want to be one of you guys. It's like one of those bored rich kids that is a bit crazy himself, and he'd be like, oh, it's fun, let's kill girls and like let's do all those things. So that's it, that's what happens. They find out about that, and then they can prove that who the friend of the serial killer, who the serial killer is, the friend of Jay's dad, and he finally is like innocent, and he'd be like, yes, I was pretending that I am the son of this family because they asked me to. And then he also be like, listen, fake rich dad, I know that your son been doing all these things with my father and his coach, okay? So now, instead of killing me and getting rid of me, you better shut up, because my wife also know that, because my wife and my sister also know that, and some other people know that. I'm not gonna name them, but they know that as well. So like, your son will be in trouble, so don't try to get rid of me. I'm just gonna tell them that you are my fake family and you just did that to protect me, and that's it. And if they ask why your son was in a coma, we be like, okay, once someone attacked your house to steal some of your valuable stuff because you're rich, and they hit your son with a knife, and the doctor was just taking care of it, okay? So don't kill me. And they be like, okay, but at the end of the movie, the son of this rich family tries to kill Jay, because he was like, you know, when he woke up from the coma after 10 years, he was seeing family pictures of this guy with his parents. Like, even though this guy had bad relationship with the fake parents, and they were just taking care of the secret and using him as a tool to have more money, but like, their son didn't know that. They still had those pictures all over the house, and Jay was living with his money, you know, and like, this rich guy's mom hits him with a knife in order to protect Jay, in his opinion. So he was like, I'm gonna kill Jay. And this is when Jay hits this guy with a knife and kills him, and this is the first person Jay kills. So after that happens, he'd be like, okay, I'm going to the police myself, and I'm saying like, I hit this guy because he attacked. Alright guys, so I can't believe this is the ending part. So after that, Jay goes to the police himself, and he'd be like, okay, I have like the most part of what happened on camera. This guy tried to attack me, and in self-defense, I killed him. So he goes to the police himself, and he asks about his wife's opinion before he does that, because she's a police. She knows the like rules and what's like gonna happen when this guy goes to the police. And she was like, yeah, do it. They will maximum give you like 5 years. Maybe they don't even do that. And he ends up in jail for only 1 year. And after that, he goes back home and lives happy with his family. And that's it. That's the whole thing. So, oh my god, they're calling me. So, see you in another video. Bye bye. Bye!